Good morning, guys. This is Greg. Welcome to Buckeye Freight Railing on a beautiful morning. We got here on the house on the hill, and I hear some trains blowing to the north of me here. And I think we got NS 179 coming down, and I think we got some CSX coming too. So stick around, guys. We're getting some trains, and I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, fellas. I believe it's 179. I haven't heard him call out. It's either 171 or 179. Nonetheless, it's a Norfolk Southern train going west. Just went through Columbus a couple hours ago, Columbus, Ohio. Oh yeah. Oh, looky here, Wisconsin Central, couple of them. Another one. That's a loaded rack. All right, he's going to stop. I think he's going into Middletown, and he has to wait for some traffic to clear. His signal had a yellow over red, so he's going to have to stop at the next crossing. Next signal. All right, guys. That's one in the books. Who wants to live there and watch the trains all day? Be cool. All right, thanks for watching. All right, guys, we got M511 coming down. Detroit, Michigan to Cincinnati, Ohio, and he's 722 axles. Looks like he's got one up front, so you can bet he'll have a mid DPU on here. Coming at you. We'll take that. There's an old Southern car on there too. All right, guys. Most of those auto racks were empty, but there was a few that did have some cars on them. All righty. We'll see what else we can get. All right, guys. Got M559 coming down, 688 axles. And he is coming at you. And some more. And slabs. Wow. I don't know what you think, but I think that was a good train, man. He had steel coils on there, steel slabs. Ooh-wee. That's what we want to see. Stuff like that, guys. We've got 3 trains in the first 40 minutes. I'm liking this. All right, stay tuned. We got us a train. And it's a short train. That is L423. He's going to work Needmore Yard north of Dayton. All right, he had a pair of SD40-3s on the front. All right, guys, let's do this again. Okay, folks, we got M558 coming up. Cincinnati to Willard, Ohio. And he is coming at you. M558 going to Willard. That was a road slug, that third engine was. I talked to Joey earlier this morning, and he was down in Cincinnati, and he said he got a road slug. I bet it was the same one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, here comes the Franklin Loco LO4. Well, that's all she wrote. All right, guys, this is L423 coming back. We saw him go up earlier. He's coming back with just 100 axles. He went up and worked Dayton. If you blinked, you missed it. Yeah, I heard him say he's going to New River, going to pick up 140 cars and take them back to Cincinnati. So there you go. All right, fellas. Thanks for watching.